What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're making a racetrack. We've always had some land out back, and we thought it was time. So we've always been into driving cars, motorsports, things like that, drifting. And there's not that many racetracks in Montana. So if there's not that many of something and you need it, you gotta build it. This is our story of building our racetrack.
I got the heart of a champion!
I mean, this all started as a dream, right? Like every little dream piled on top of every dream. And I think as the dreams come true, it gives you more confidence that like the dreams can get bigger. And I think one of the cool things about that is it's like digging back to my childhood, because I think childhood dreams, there's no boundaries, like zero. And I think as you get older, they sort of fade away. And one of the cool things that we've done with life is allowed those dreams to grow to the point where, like, not only do we live in Montana right now, and we built this giant warehouse, and we only do things we want to do, but now we're building a racetrack. That's weird.
It is weird.
It's really weird.
It's weird. It's like two kids just making up whatever they want.
I know we're not done the racetrack yet, but we got to figure out what we do next.
Yes.
Next, we drive the racetrack.
We drive the racetrack, and then we figure out what's next on the plate.
Stressful.
Today is the day, I think. I think that's why all this equipment's here. So, starting to pave today. It feels like they're waiting for the important part, right? Like the actual asphalt, but it's all here.
So day one was like, we originally jumped the 911 over the Raptor.
Yeah.
And then we sort of made it into like a circle track for the Safari 911 and some side-by-sides. And then at some point in time, we decided to pave it all down, flatten it with the help of our dear friend Ian.
He's the best.
Landscape Pros Montana. We could not have done it without Ian. It would have taken me 100 times longer because I'm not as good of an operator as Ian. And
he does flip side-by-side.
He did flip our side-by-side. We can insert that clip real quick. It's all right, we forgive him. We probably saved about $60,000 by using Ian. I'll take a little $4,000 damage to a side-by-side. But we got it all flat, and then it was the, like, laying out the track. And actually, I laid out a pretty simple track, right, originally, and I sent it to a couple different people. I have a friend, Brandon Swarson, and I sent him to it. And he was like, there was a big drift event going on, so like Rad Dan didn't respond, and he responded real quick, and he like scriggled. He's like, I don't think you're making it exciting enough. So he sent me like a different racetrack drawing. I was like, all right, I'll give it another shot. And then we laid it out, and when we got out there, the circle around the tree.
Oh, yeah.
What are we calling it?
I don't have a name yet.
Yeah, it's yours.
It's my circle.
Yeah.
I need help.
And it's like the tree hole or something.
Dana's tree hole.
Dana's tree hole. But we cleared it out, and then it was the big pack day. So Drew worked on handling all the boring stuff, and we worked on laying out the track, packing stones. We put down, 6 to 8 inches of stone. And we decided to bank all the turns.
Slight bank.
Slight bank. I mean, minimum 16 inches bank, but that bank on the Dana tree hole is like
Dana's death turn.
It's like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Bank. It's out of control. Now we see where we go from here. Paving is just about wrapped.
Oh my God. It actually looks like a racetrack right now.
It looks like something.
It's all coming together.
It doesn't look like real life, I'll tell you that.
No. I'm excited. It's a long process, but like since we moved here, I haven't had anything anywhere to drive. So I just do donuts in the parking lot. So just waiting for this actual track to happen so I can like almost relearn. So learned how to sort of drift on bank turns, which is why I learned on a circle bank turn track, but that was in Pennsylvania. And then since we've moved here to Montana, I haven't really had anywhere to go.
There's no tracks here.
There's no tracks
even
here.
autocross, there's not even any like road courses.
And in Pennsylvania, every single weekend there was a drift event in driving distance. So we were either going to watch or going to. So I've never actually performed.
And we're also adults.
And we are also adults.
We're adults, so we
I don't know.
Well,
are we?
But we don't want to do it on public roads.
No,
right?
not doing it on public roads.
Because we're adults.
But as soon as they put the dirt down.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah.
My heart felt it.
The excitement came because I'm excited to actually learn how to drive my car now.
Do you think this is how you age backwards?
Yes.
Like, do you think the secret is stem cells, or do you think it's building racetracks?
It's enjoying life. And part of enjoying life is making up silly dreams and just making them happen. When you're young, you have your imagination just goes wild because there's no boundaries. And then as you get older, you have mortgages and families and car payments and this, and you have other people telling you don't do that, and it's crazy. And we just never listen to anybody.
You know who helped, though, is Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Drew was like, we should build a racetrack. Drew's often the one that talks us out of things. He's like, no.
Drew is, he is more of the responsible one. However, he likes to drive cars. Mm-hmm. So we also have to find things that Drew likes to do, and then he lets us do it.
Lets us do it.
He lets us, like,
dear younger brother Drew, Dad, can I do this?
I feel like we need... He's our parent.
Yes.
Someone needs to take control of us sometimes.
Because if it wasn't for him, we'd be dead in a ditch.
Or dead on Dana's death turn.
Dana's death turn has a ring to it.
Dana's death. Death circle.
Death hole.
Death hole. Dana's death hole.
Rob always says I'm the, what does he say? I'm the responsible, younger, more attractive brother, is how he always introduces me. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say I am like the more responsible, grounded, level-headed brother. You know, he is like that big, crazy visionary where like every day he brings like 5 new wild ideas to the table. You know, for every 5 ideas, there's one, they're all good ideas, but there's one realistic idea. But yeah, I'm like the responsible, a little more like business oriented brother. But yeah, I mean, growing up, obviously like having our own personal racetrack was never really on a vision board just because it was, you know, seemed so unrealistic. You know, we had like the dirt track and we had like the dirt drift track out back and the big parking lot, do donuts and kind of drive fast in. But as far as like a racetrack, you know, shit, never really on the vision board. Me and Rob had a conversation a little while back. You know, we had a spare 2 or 3 acres out back we couldn't do much with because it was under the power lines. So the power company had an easement through there. But you know, I forget who kind of threw the idea on the table like half jokingly. And then, you know, within 5 minutes we're like, fuck it, we're gonna build a racetrack. So this idea really just started about, I wanna say 3 or 4 months ago. And like now I've seen 30 asphalt trucks drive by my office window in the last 4 or 5 hours, which is fucking crazy. Like, it's actually happening. It still doesn't really feel real. When we walked out yesterday and saw the first probably 4,000 square feet paved, it was like, that's when it clicked. Like, oh shit, this is actually happening. There's like a full-blown racetrack at our compound in Montana. It's just wild to see. Super, super excited. As far as like what I'm most excited about, obviously driving race cars really fast, you know, with Rob and Dana, you know, the pit bikes, go-karts, all that stuff. Honestly, seeing my son Banks's face today when he walked up to it, you know, still doesn't fully understand what's happening back there because he's 3. You know, seeing his face, you know, with all the giant equipment, the dump trucks, the rollers, the paving machine, like seeing all that happen, and his face was just like in awe and shock. Like that's what I'm most excited about. You know, my kids are super into the dirt bikes, go-karts, Can-Ams, race cars. Like that's half the reason why I have a Porsche, is just for my kids. And I'm super pumped to like teach them how to actually drive anything from go-karts to, again, Can-Ams, cars, race cars. Just watching them enjoy it is going to be really cool.